Hi there, I'm Kate Bergener. I'm a graphic designer specializing in interactive PDFs that create amazing tools for your customers and clients. This week, in my behind the scenes look of developing an interactive lead magnet that showcases all of this interactivity, I want to show you a cool combination of a couple different features that is super complex behind the scenes, but makes the user experience so much clearer and more valuable by guiding their intention to the right place and giving them further context about something that the answer that they have given. So let's hop on into the document so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this on the left side is the COUNTIF quiz that I demonstrated in the last video that counts up the different statements that people check to say they identify with that as a goal or as a wish. And then it gives them their total here and on the following page and helps them categorize themselves. However, they might want to know a little bit more about the goal. So what we're going to do here is we have the different features that can help achieve the goals. But because there's about 6 different features plus kind of like a general category that I kind of put these different interactive features into, like into different buckets, I thought it would be useful to help point people to look specifically at the different categories. So here you can see there's going to be this little badge that's going to pop up, and you want to look for that to find which features are the best fit for the user. But how we get them to pop up is they actually are triggered by the check mark itself. So if I have checked this one, it's going to turn on this matches your goal badge. And then people are going to go, oh, okay, so transfer fields are something that can help me with this. And then there's a little bit more context on what a transfer field is. And then, just to be extra, I have incorporated summary boxes into each of these categories as well. So the summary boxes will sort of reiterate the, it's kind of rewording, teaching something one step at a time. I want to teach something that would benefit from being broken into smaller steps. So it's kind of summarizing the goal that they had checked so they could be like, oh, yes, okay, so that connects specifically with, especially if they've checked off several things on the list, like, okay, now I know this can help me achieve this. And if I want to try this, that's what this feature is for. So it's really useful. And some of the check marks control multiple ones. So I want to ease friction for users and make my product incredibly actionable. That also falls under transfer fields, but it also is in the summary box area. But if somebody unchecks something, we first of all want to clear it from the summary box because people might just be having fun checking and unchecking things and seeing this number change. But we also want to be able to clear the badges if they've unchecked the thing that goes with it. So this one triggers multiple badges. We've got more down here. Easing friction actually triggers a ton of badges. But as we toggle them on and off, the badges react to the checkboxes that are currently active checked. So this is really useful to sort of help people identify what things might really work with what they are, what their goals are, and what sort of thing they might want to teach. So as they go through, they could be like, oh, this is an example of a transfer field. I remember that from this previous section. Or, okay, this is how calculated fields can help me reframe my numbers and create more of a narrative than just like a straight up calculation. So it's useful, and I have it kind of early in the lead magnet, but I've only demonstrated it now because, to be frank, it took a while to work through the coding of all of these things to make sure they fired when they were supposed to and turned off when everything else was unchecked. So I've saved it towards the end to build, but it falls pretty early in the lead magnet itself because as somebody goes through, they can identify like, okay, this is something that's really useful for me to keep an eye on. I like how it feels when I use this feature. I wonder what else it can do. So I think in general, this is a good example of really easing friction for people. It's meeting them where they're at. It's saying, hey, which of these things are something that appeals to you? And then once they've done that, they don't have to go back and think, like, did you check X? If so, then pay attention to this. It's done the work. It's fired the badge. It's filled in the summary page or the summary field. And so, like, they just have to do the reading. They just have to do the absorbing. They just have to do the understanding of how this has brought um, the idea of this to life and how they could transform their own PDF through a tool like this. Okay, so that is it. And that's pretty much a wrap on the interactivity for the lead magnet. I need to do a little bit more on the back end to make sure everything is working smoothly and seamlessly. And then I'm going to offer a beta to my people on my newsletter already. By the time you see this, probably you will have missed the chance to sign up for that. But if you want to sign up for my newsletter, hit the link below, and as soon as the lead magnet is live, it'll go out to those folks first. And then I hope that you get a chance to play with the interactivity in this lead magnet and kind of decide if a similar product would be right for you and your business to help you stand out from the crowd and to really create really great experiences for your clients. Thanks so much.